Hi friend, welcome to my channel. I am Becky and I'm striving for progress over perfection. So this is our Sunday night check-in, and last week I was working on meditation, mindfulness exercises, and trying to move my body more. And I did really good with both of those things. I'm going to continue to do them. I even got into the gym last week and I'm very happy about that. So this week, what am I going to work on? Well, I'm going to continue all the other things that I've been working on, and I'm going to add to that. I am going to be trying to cut my screen time. I want to avoid looking at screens within the first hour after I wake up, and the last hour before I go to bed. And that is going to be really hard because I, just like everybody else, am addicted to my phone and the news and everything else. But it's also taking a toll on my mental health. The truth is that with the politics and everything going on in the world today, it's really impacting me in a negative way. And it's really making it difficult for me to calm my nervous system down. So I need to take a break from it. I have a few other things I do to try to help manage some of the stress from, our current events of the day. One of those is that I use an app called Ground, and that's where I try to get my news from. It filters through all of the left and right nonsense and just gets to what the facts of the story are, and that's really helpful for me. And then I'm going to do some meal prepping. I used to prep my breakfast and my lunch, or breakfast and snacks, every day, and I did really good doing that, and I don't know why I stopped. So I'm going to do some meal prepping today. I'm going to prep some snacks, and I'm going to prep some breakfast and some snacks. So why don't we come over here, and you're going to see that I already have some things set up. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to work on a couple of little yogurt and fruit bowls. I have strawberries and blueberries, but you could use whatever kind of fruit you like. I am going to start off with some little breakfast kits. I like to use, this is Faye, I think is how you pronounce it, or Phage. It's my favorite Greek yogurt. I like the 5%. I like the full fat because I don't do a low fat diet. I think that my body needs fat. If you do a low-fat diet, they also make non-fat and low-fat options. Or you could use any kind of Greek yogurt that you like. So this one is just my favorite. And let me grab a napkin over here. Oh, okay. So I know that about 2 or 3 of these little scoops is the serving size for this. And so I'll scoop those in with my berries. I have strawberries and blueberries. You could use whatever kind of berries you like or whatever kind of fruit you like. You could use frozen. I've never done that. I thought about it today though, and I'm sure that it would be completely fine. So, and then I'll just have these, I pop them in my fridge, and then before I go to work in the morning, I have a little lunch box if I want to take it, or I mean, even like a reusable grocery bag. And then I have like a quick on the go breakfast. If you want your yogurt to be a little bit sweeter, you can add some honey to it. Sometimes I use this, let's see where it is. Sometimes I use this blue agave syrup when I'm not using sugar, but honey is probably better. So I'll put those aside. Those are done. And then I like these Bob's Red Mill overnight oats. They're like protein oats. So, and they're really easy because they're already packaged. I don't have to do anything with it. If you want, you could add more. You could add more berries and things to it. Actually, why don't I have some right here? Okay. So this is blueberries, so I'll just add a handful of blueberries there. This is unsweetened almond milk. Unsweetened vanilla almond milk because I like it. And then I will just add, that was asking for about 1/3 to a 1/2 cup. put the lid on that. I'm going to make a couple of these because I will grab them in the morning, just like the other kits, because I won't eat the same thing every day. I'll get bored. It'll be like all I care about for like 5 minutes, and then it'll be the last thing in the world I want to eat. So I need to make a couple of different varieties so that if I get sick of it, I don't have a reason not to eat healthy. So I'm doing this because if I wait until I am hungry, I'm not going to make a smart choice. Okay, if I wait until I'm hungry, I'm going to eat what is there, or I'm going to drive through a fast food window, and I'm trying to avoid that. So now these are like sweet treat kits. I tried this. I know now this doesn't sound like it would be good, but they're really good. It's Boar's Head dark chocolate dessert hummus. Okay. I know, like hummus and dessert don't really go together, but it is delicious. And I like to dip strawberries in it. And so I have a couple kits here that have some strawberries in them. And I'll put some of this chocolate here. And then there's also a French vanilla one that I haven't super tried yet. You can tell I'm not a professional at this. Okay. So then I have a little bit of chocolate, a little scoop of vanilla. Okay. I just want everyone to know that as soon as this camera's off, I'm going to be licking those spoons. I'm just not going to do it right now. All right. And then I'll put the lid on these. And again, you could use any kind of berries you want. Okay. Now, these, I will probably make 5 of these because they're helpful for me later on in the day. So these are like a vegetable snack kits that I like to make. I will put in some cucumbers. Sometimes I soak my cucumbers in like lemon juice, and sometimes I don't. But I'll put in some cucumbers. I will put in some cherry tomatoes. I'll put in some carrot sticks. And it's just like a little vegetable platter that you can eat. And then I will also tuck in a boiled egg because that's a little bit of protein. I like tahini. So I will also sprinkle some of that on here. I keep a whole container of tahini in my lunchbox. It's really good on boiled eggs. It's really good on everything. And then I will put the lids on this. So I used to have little dipping containers that would fit perfectly in these little things, but I have kids and I don't know what happened to the snack things. They're gone. So I'll just refill this every day. Yes, that is the reality of having children, is that I buy nice Tupperware and then when I need it, it is gone. But I do still have this one, and so I'll just refill it every day and toss this in my lunch. So I have some ranch. You could use whatever kind of dip you want. I do use ranch because it is it's low carb, and when I'm like for dipping some carrots in it, I'm not using 2 tablespoons of it. So it ends up not being too bad for me health-wise. So one of the other things I like to do is, I didn't have this ready. Okay. I like to make I will take these little Okay. Something that's really important is portion size, right? A quarter cup of almonds and a little thing of, my favorite is the Tillamook white cheddar, individual little cheese things. And that's also a really good afternoon protein pick-me-up. And these are, you know, when I'm starting my morning with the like protein oats, I have protein shakes that I've been drinking. This is high in protein. So I'm making sure that throughout the day I'm getting the protein that I need. And I've actually been hitting my goals for protein. So it's been really helpful for me to plan in advance. Okay. Thank you so much for watching with me. I hope that you heard something that is helpful to you, and have a wonderful week. And I hope that you are able to slay all your goals, and I will see you next week.